So with the last takeover of Team Red, Intel have released the new 11th gen processors to claim back the title of being the best gaming processors on the market, while also trying to squeeze the remaining life out of the 14nm chips. Though the Alder Lake CPUs are just around the corner and are supposed to release at the end of the year, this is Intel's response to the 5000 series processors, which are currently the consumer's choice, only if you can get your hands on them. So without any further ado, let's see what Intel's got. So right off the bat, we can notice that the 11900K has 2 cores less than the last generation's 10900K, which makes this generation's i9 and i7 have the same number of cores. So I'm really excited to see how the performance of these processors fare against the last generations as well as the rival team. Without any more waiting, we jumped right into the testing with similar test benches to keep the results as fair as possible, and here they are. We obviously tested out everyone's favorite CSGO, but AMD clearly ran over Intel by a significant margin, probably because of the excess amount of cache Ryzen enjoys. Sadly, CSGO was the only game we could test out. But moving on to productivity, in Cinebench R23, the single-threaded scores were much better than last gen, but only slightly higher or even the same compared to AMD. Multi-threaded performance was kinda unfair as Intel does not have the same amount of threads as the competitor. The big loss comes in Blender, where the i7 falls nearly 10% behind AMD, while the i5 following behind. But the major drawback was the i9, which was a shocking 35% behind its AMD counterpart, while managing a higher power consumption as well. On paper, Intel is priced high as well. You can take advantage of the multi-core enhancement, but that's going to run your processors significantly hotter. The red team wins against both the 11700K and the 11900K with little to big leaps as seen in the respective tests before, while maintaining a lower price point, that is if you don't get scalped. With the 11th gen out, the price of the 10th gen processors have gone down quite a lot, so you can take advantage of it. And going for the 10900K might be a better option for some of y'all if you are into things that require a couple of more cores. Looking at the 11600K straight off the bat competing with the 5600X, they both have the same amount of cores and threads. The 11600K performs a very little 2 to 4% lower than the 5600X, but costs less as well, which is a good thing as the 5000 series processors are either not available or priced like diamonds. The 11600K seems like a very good choice for gaming as well as some small productivity tasks, and if Intel can keep up with the demand, it can easily take the win over Team Red. You can even go for the non-K version, which is even a better price advantage if you're not into overclocking, but still can take advantage of multi-core enhancement to balance the power loss against the K version as long as you can keep up with the heat output. We could not run a lot of tests even though we are late to upload this, but we were time bound. However, I would love to take an even closer look at the 10600K in the future. So Team Red or Team Blue? I would say if you're the more budget buyer, then Team Blue is the way to go, since the scalpers for the 5000 series processors haven't taken a break yet. But if you want something super high-end and you have the extra money to feed the scalpers, then try to get your hands on the new 5000 series processors. For upgradability, Intel does offer 11th gen support on the 10th gen motherboards. However, you lose the 4th gen 4 PCIe lanes, which the Team Red already has. DDR5's future arrival will make both the team sockets EOL, so you're not losing much whichever team you choose. That is for the video. If you want us to do anything else with these processors, do let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned for the 11700KF build video which is coming soon on the channel, as well as the motherboard reviews for these 11th gen processors. Thanks a lot ASUS for providing us these processors for the video, and until then, like, subscribe, share, and I will catch you all in the next one.